Genesis chapter 1, verse 26. And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. And so, you go. God didn't just say, let's make man to decorate, to add more decorations to the earth. He gave purpose to everything he created. The way I love purpose. If you don't know your purpose, you'll be like an ordinary person roaming earth. You don't know what impact you have to make. You don't know where you have to be. You don't know the choices you have to take. You know, the school system is not designed for you to find out your purpose. You can only find out your purpose by the Holy Spirit and in His Word and in God. Even in church, it's not general purpose. Church is not general purpose. It's not general purpose. It's not everything that you have to be doing. You have a purpose. Oh, God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness. I love the word. And let them give them purpose. So, in the first instance, it's so long as you're a man, you're not a goat, you're not a cow, you're not a pig, you're not an animal. This is the overarching purpose. It's overarching. Oh, let me use a different way. This is the highest purpose of purposes. One, have dominion. Have dominion. You're a man, yours is to have dominion. That's why I like the technological advancement, because it is inbuilt in every man. He says that after our likeness, and let them have dominion. So you're a man, you're a human being. Our first purpose is to dominate. So every area we are, we dominate. That's why I like the technological advancement. Now, so many things have come up. So many things have come up. That makes everything that happened, the technology of the last year look like child play. It is inbuilt in man to dominate, to create. We cannot stay at using gas stove forever. We cannot stay at driving cars forever. We cannot stay at flying airplanes forever. We have to move beyond that. We have to move beyond that, so that everything that used to be, or even that now is, to become child's play in some few years to come, even months. The fact that you're a Christian doesn't mean that you cannot create. In fact, check the records, history, check the records. The people who created inventions were Christians. The great inventors of the ages were Christians. Hey, first they were men. Second, the Spirit of God was in them. So let's open our hearts and our minds, the Holy Spirit, to give us innovations in finance, innovations in science, innovations in changing things, creating things that has never been. Look, it's true. They don't have to reinvent the wheel. But what if it's a new wheel altogether we have to make? Must all wheels be round? Must all wheels be round? No. What if it's more beneficial to have a triangular wheel? There can be new things. There's no limit. That's why I keep saying that I'm not bothered at people stealing my business idea at all, because it's given from the Spirit. And anyone who spends time with the Holy Spirit will have a business idea or an idea that is groundbreaking. And so long as they stay in fellowship, they carry the DNA. No one can steal that. If someone stole my idea, the person doesn't have the DNA of the idea. It doesn't have it. And it even benefits me, because I can now watch the person execute it, learn from the person's mistakes, errors, and improve my offering. So no matter what, I win. I dominate. I'd rather have 50 people trying to run with my ideas, so that I can look at so that I don't have to now go through that process. It's why you're afraid that someone will steal the idea. It's better they steal it because from you generates ideas, words, stealing. Of course, you should protect it. Wisdom says you should protect your ideas because they were not waiting on God. You were waiting and got it. But if they steal it, it's the advantage to my advantage. And if someone filled the Holy Spirit takes my idea and goes to the Holy Spirit, waits on the Holy Spirit's guidance, you get another idea, very different from mine. And that's also a plus to the world. So we are to dominate. We are to dominate. That's how we are. So created man to dominate over the fish of the sea, over the fowl of the air, over the cattle, over all the earth, over all the earth. He left nothing out. He didn't leave the sun and the moon out. And over every creeping thing that creeped upon the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created him, male and female created he them. So you're a woman doesn't mean you can't do things men do. You're a man doesn't mean you cannot be a good chef or a good hairdresser. You're a woman doesn't mean you cannot travel to the moon. You cannot be an astronaut. No. God created them male and female and gave us all the power of dominion. Listen again. And God blessed them also and said, he didn't just leave it there. I bless you. He said, be fruitful. He is so nice. Be fruitful and multiply. We should understand that he wasn't just talking about the human race to multiply and be fruitful. Meaning whatever we touch must multiply. We must multiply goodness on the earth. We must multiply, not add. Multiply. It means that we must be willing to put in them systems that creates multiplication because it's in our DNA. It is in our spiritual DNA. And said replenish the earth. You know what means replenish? It means whenever something is taken out of the earth, we must put it back. We must replenish, restock the earth. You said that, you see, I'm creating it because animals are going to fall short. There'll come a time trees will reduce. There'll come a time things will go wrong. But yours is to restock. Yours is to replenish the earth. You see, and subdue it. The earth will go out of control. Nature will go out of control sometimes. There'll be tsunamis, there'll be hurricanes. These are all things out of control. I'm putting you here to subdue it. Understand the systems around earth so many subdue. The moon cannot subdue you. You subdue it. The sun cannot subdue you. You subdue it. So our Christianity must go out of a church building. We must be out there making things happen. So people will take note of who we are so that they will know that it is the God in us. So they'll come to God. That's the Christian living. That is the Christian living. You see? And subdue the earth. That's it. It calls for a mental shift. That's why I like to listen to Symmetry, because her messages are kingdom messages. And I encourage you to listen. Because if you don't understand what it means to be a child of God, you'll be playing church all your life and be living like an ordinary person. When we are supposed to dominate the systems of the earth, I want my church members to own systems, own things. Let your mindset be a mindset to own, like it is yours. So you own it. Not everyone will own a business, but own something. Own your life. Own it, because not everyone owns his or her life. Some people are controlled by people. Because you live with this person, because they are your fathers, because they are No, own your life first. Own your purpose, your reason for being first. Now, whatever is in you to own. What industry you have been placed on? Do you know it? Do you know your purpose on earth aside this general purpose? When the Lord showed me what to do with my life, what my purpose was last year, I was amazed. I was amazed. But I had to first be willing to be a child of God. And it simplified so many things for me. Because all I had been doing that was trial and error and this one too is good. Let me try it. Oh, let me see. Will it work? Oh, God bless this. But God showed me just to focus on music. Yours is music. Once you stand in this place, I've called you to stand. All other things will be added. You don't have to struggle. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a musician. And I started with the little I had. I have only a laptop and a phone that is the lowest of smartphones. And I'm being faithful in what the Lord has shown me to be faithful in. And even though it doesn't look it now, I know my life is settled. Do you know your purpose? I know my purpose. In fact, when the Lord showed me what to do with my life, I started negotiating. Oh, God, you said I should be a musician. I should just focus on the music. Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm focusing on it. But are you sure? I was turning into the snake in a garden. Did you really say that gospel music must have only Jesus in the lyrics? Did you really say that as a musician, I should not sing secular music? Are you sure, God? I was challenging things in my heart. Then I went for a meeting, a program where I had the ability to sing. And instead of singing the songs the Lord gave me to sing, or a song that was from the Spirit, I decided to choose one of these inspirational secular songs from inspirational secular artists. And imagine what happened to me. I lost my voice. Then I lost my voice. I couldn't, everything. I was shocked. Everything went off key. I was holding mic and I lost my voice. Then I learned, that was, last year, that was when I learned that God is Lord. That's when I learned that Jesus is indeed Lord. It is His way or no way. I'm so glad for that experience. I have just been going my way. So, what is your purpose? Why are you here? What is your unique field? What field has God called you for? Stay in it. Don't try to be somewhere else. Don't try to please don't try to even please your pastor. Don't try to please yourself or your parents. Let God direct you to what He created you for. Because everyone God created has a purpose. If your purpose is to cook, cook. Don't try to be a singer. If your purpose is to pastor. Don't try to be a church member. If your purpose is clear, you will not make mistakes. And you are not here to please anyone. Yours is to be faithful to what He's called it. For He created you in His image. God bless you.